ladies, I hope you're having a lovely Sunday. I've done this video twice now and I keep getting blooming interrupted. Right, I've come on to show you how far I've got with the lace box for my first prize for my challenge. Now if you remember, if you're entering and you've watched my video about my challenge, I showed you a very scabby looking photo box that I saw in a charity shop, and as soon as I saw it I thought, bargain, I'm having that. Good strong sturdy box. It just looked a little bit, I didn't like the pattern on it, and it had a raised part where you could put a photo in. Well, I've pulled that off because I didn't like it, and I bought the Madame Payraud canvas on a roll. Now I have seen Fiona use this in a project and it came out totally beautiful. So I saw it in range yesterday and I was like, shall I buy it? It's a lot of money. £4.50. I don't spend money. So I thought, well, it's a prize. I've got to make an effort. There's quite a lot of ladies have entered, and the stuff that they're sending and the videos that you've put up are just so beautiful. You know, I've got to make as much effort as you're all doing with my prizes, because I'm not just doing a big pack of you know, lovely graphic 45 papers and goodies, because well, I struggled to get hold of them, to be honest. So I thought I'd make my prizes, but I still got to make an effort. So I am spending a little bit on the prizes. Anyway, so I got this paper. As I say, I've seen Fiona use it. And I saw it in the shop and I thought, oh yeah, I've seen Fiona use that and it looked really pretty. And then the idea of using fabric to cover the box, because it's going to be a lace box, appealed to me. So I thought, oh, I'll buy it and I'll try it, see what it's like. And do you know what? It's really good to work with. It goes on super easy because it's self-adhesive. So you're not messing with gloves or sticky tapes or anything. You've just got to carefully, what's the saying? Measure twice, cut once. Just measure and measure and measure and double check all your measurements. Because once you've cut it, it's not cheap, £4.50. I don't think it is. So once you've cut it, you've cut it. So you don't want to ruin it. So I checked my measurements about 3 times before I cut. Because I've used nearly all of the roll on here. Because I've covered that. I've got some bits and bobs left. I've got, like, you know, bits left that I can use on tags and stuff. So I've got all of these bits left. So I've not used all of it, but most of it. So be very careful how you measure and cut and plan it when you're paying out for something. Plan it. So yeah. So I've covered it, the whole lid, all the way into the lips and all the way around there, and then just over into there. I haven't covered the inside of the box because it's fiddly for a start. Second of all, there's no wrong with inside. It's clean and tidy. There's no, you know, and it's just plain white there. And this is like corrugated. Well, I need to leave that free for these sections to slot in. Because it was a photo box, so it comes with 10 of these sections and you slot them in. So I've got all these to go back in, and in each section I'm going to do, I keep going out of shot, sorry, I keep doing, I'm mixing my words up now, I'm talking rubbish. What am I doing? Making spools to put the lace on. I've got loads and loads of lovely lace. I've got it all sat in a nice neat pile down there so I don't use it. Like that. I'm dying to use some of them because some of them are really nice, but and then I covered the bottom with some paper out of the range, out of the Madame Payraud paper range, and the lid. And I used my gift from Caroline. It's fabulous, absolutely fabulous. I love it. It's much easier than. Well, it's just a tool, isn't it? It's just a convenience. It's really good. So yeah, so I've used that. I put these little feet on. They're just beads. They came in with what Bernie sent me. Vintage photo distress ink, and then I've put this like a woolen effect crocheted trim. Again, that's from range. They've got loads on these like. They have baskets and baskets of like these little spools of trims for like £1, which I don't know if that's deep. I don't think it's particularly cheap because you don't even get a full metre. But they are nice. So now and again, you've got to not be tight now and again. Basic idea is scrimp on the stuff you can and then spend the money on the stuff that, you know, little extras. Don't harm you now and again. So this is another trim that I got from the range for £1. And I'm thinking of putting that, I'll just show you, I'll maybe line the edge of the box with that all the way around. That's quite pretty and quite vintagey. So that'll look nice. Now I did, originally I was going to use this trim. I think this is, where have I got this from? It's one of Fiona's, this one. Because I really like it. It's a lovely, lovely trim. I've made some flowers out of it. And I don't know if some of this is in the box. Can't remember. I can't see it in the pile. I don't know if I've kept this one to make flowers with. Because it looks really pretty. And then obviously maybe like a vintagey one that I've salvaged off of a vintage mat to go over the top. But I decided against this one, and the reason being, and this is a tip, if you're making a box that is going to be used, because I'm making this box for you to use. It's not just to sit there and look pretty. It, you know, it's got a function and it's to hold laces. So I was thinking, because that overhangs, then when you like, look, see, it's doing it already. When you're putting the lid on, it's going to get trapped. It's going to get in the way, or it might pull it off, which will spoil it. So I've decided against one that hangs for the lid, because this lid's quite a snug fit as well. I mean, it comes on and off easy, but it is a snug fit, because obviously this lid was made to fit the box without canvas on it. So the canvas has added a bit of extra dimension, so it makes it a very snug fit. So that's why I'm not using the lacy trim. It's method in my madness. I know what I'm on about, honestly. So what I might do then is do something on the top. I haven't decided what yet at all. I've no idea. I'll just have to see what I'll come up with. So that's that. So yeah, it's a lovely, it's looking really nice. Really, really nice. Makes me feel like I want to keep it. Might have to try and find another box and get some more of this paper and make another, because that has made that box really. I mean, you can't go out and buy that, can you? You can buy the Madame Payraud range, but you can't go and buy a box like that. You've got to make it. So yeah. So that's, I mean, it's going to be a one-off, isn't it? Nobody else is going to have one exactly the same, because I've made it. So in my mind, that's quite a nice prize. And functional. So, what else have I done? Oh yeah, I'll quickly show you this. Now I'm making loads of bits and bats because I'm doing the Spread the Love challenge. If you type it up in your toolbar, I've told you before, it'll come up Spread the Love challenge. It's a lovely, lovely challenge. The idea is you make some things and you send them out to people that have been good to you. Some of your subbies, not necessarily your best friend who you want to send stuff to, but, you know, people that you just want to send a small gift to as a way of saying thank you for something perhaps they've done for you. Well, I've got a list longer than my arm of lovely, lovely ladies that have done really, really nice things for me. So I'm going to work my way through that list. Eventually I'll get to end. So I'm making loads of small gifts and they're all going to be getting sent out. So this is one that I've made, a little project. Started off with a, glass from charity shop. I always pick the nice chunky ones. They're always the cheapest. I think I paid 20p for this. But they're not going to break in the post because they're chunky. And the in my mind, the textured glass grabs the glue better. So there you go. So I've just put this pretty lace on first, and then I made the pincushion part, just toy stuffing, bit of cotton. I sewed like a circle with running stitch, put the stuffing in and then pulled it. And then I've put wedding applique over the top just to make it a bit special, a bit nicer. And put these on that I've cut from this trim. Little flat backs, there look. And this bling trim is from the pound shop. I love it. I think it's great for £1 because you get a great big sheet of it. It's fabulous. this little poofy bit. I like to have these little bits coming out at the top of my pincushions. I don't know why, I just do. And I've made that with various things. This has come from what was in with what Fiona sent me, and perhaps this, unless that was in with what Karen sent, and a lovely feather. Stick pin that I've made from my kit from Crafts Depot, and then this stick pin that I've come up with myself. Got a tip off of one of Fiona's videos, because I have these stick pins with the bobble on that Betsy Doodle introduced me to. Now Fiona had them, and to alter them she just cut the top off the bobble off, and I thought, why didn't I think of that? Because then you've got a lovely 3-inch pin there that you can do what you want with. And long pins are hard to find in England, cheap, very hard, and these I like. Are they £1.90 for a box of 72, and then like £1.50 postage? So they're not a bad buy. For a UK seller, they're not a bad buy. So yeah, I've cut the top off, put the little flower on instead. Little beads, bead cap, just curled the edges open with my round nose pliers. I think I've seen Fiona do that as well, and I've seen Teresa do it. It just gives another purpose to that bead cap. And then I added this lovely long one that Kay sent me. So that's another different way of doing a stick pin. So that's what I've been doing. So the rest of the day, after I've finished Sunday dinner, is going to be finishing this altered box. So I may well come back on later on today and show you what I've done. Right. So thanks for watching, ladies, and yeah, I think I will do some more of this, and I'll come back on when I've done some. Right, I'm going, and have a lovely day, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.